Thank you. عادة بالصف صوتي عالي. But Smalla, I never expected to see so many faces. I'm really humbled. Thank you. What do I want to tell you? Someone just asked me, شو حتعلمينا اليوم؟ الوجوه الموجودة بتعلم بلد. Okay? ما جاي يعلم حدا شيء، مش بربع ساعة في يعلم حدا شيء. جاي يخبركم قصتي. Okay? I hope you are interested to listen to it, but there is a message of hope to each and every woman here and to each of every husband, brother, father who's present here today. So thank you. صوتي واطي? Okay, thank you. So I was very, very humbled when Corinne called me a week ago to tell me, we want you there. And I thought, do I really want to come and talk about myself? Well, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about everyone here, okay? I will tell you my story. You remember what you want to remember, and you can forget the rest. You know, my story started as the story of everyone. Just a student with a bachelor in science in banking and finance from the Lebanese American University. I graduated summa cum laude. Summa cum laude in Latin means with the highest GPA of the university of the class of 2000. I did not know that until they called me to tell me, come deliver the speech. And at that time, I was shy. لأنه بقرأت بكل الأحرف. And I said, I don't want to give the speech. And then, at the time, I did not want to be a professor, right? I thought, that I don't want to talk in public. I went on, and I continued with an MBA at LAU. In 2002, I was 24, so you can calculate. And I decided I want to leave the comfort of my loving family, and I want to push my boundaries a bit further. And I boarded on the plane with a very heavy bag, the weight of a lot of dreams, ما بتساعد الدنيا, the expectation of parents who are both professors, and a lot of skepticism from my friends and my social circle. I had a lot of job opportunities. But no, it wasn't sufficient. I wanted to go on, so I left. My father decided to accompany me to make it a bit more livable. I never had gone to England before. يعني اطلع على اليمين لما لازم يطلعوا على الشمال واطلع على الشمال لما لازم اطلع على اليمين. قضيتها هيك. So راح معي ليحسسني انه هن راح يكونوا معي وهن دائما معي. وصلت وما كان عندي بيت. So I found an apartment on the ground floor of a very, very busy street of Manchester where they had turned the church into a club. So you imagine the crowd around. Okay? And ground floor does not always feel good unless you are بالضيعة بلبنان. And the apartment that had 8 rooms had 7 other men living in the apartment with me. A Nigerian, an Indian, a Puerto Rican, but no, it was not fun for the young lady who was 24. ببيتنا بلبس بيجاما وبقعد كل النهار. بهيدا البيت اللي ما صار بيتي لابسه ثيابي كل النهار وكل الليل وناطره لينام ولقيت وفوت على المطبخ اكل. So it was no longer whatever I knew about security and comfort. وبعدين كنت فكر انه انا بحكي انجليزي. I come from a French background. I was born in Toulouse. I grew up in Toulouse. I learned English much later in my life when I went to university. And I thought, I can speak some English. Well, no, not in England. It was totally Chinese. ما كنت عم بفهم شيء. لا لما رحت على البنك افتح bank account ولا لما كان بدي الاقي سكن ولا شيء. ما كنت عم بفهم. Then I thought, okay, I will just learn another language, let's say. Okay, تأقلمت. وصلت على الجامعة بعد ما فتحت الحساب وضبيتهم الكاش اللي كنت خايفاني امشي فيهم بالباص. طلعت أصغر وحدة بالبروجرام. By far. Indian, Chinese, Puerto Rican, no Lebanese, no Arabs on the program at that day, and I felt very young. it was challenging, and I thought, what the hell am I doing here? هيدا مدير شركة، وهيدا بده يعمل منستر بالصين، وهيدا تارك منصبه بالهند جاي يعمل دكتوراه. حسيت حالي مثل الولد، وكنت لابسة كلسات سيمبسونز، وصرت قاعدة وعم بعمل هيك كل الوقت. حسيت حالي إنه أنا ولد. Okay? And then, suddenly, I got attacked by insomnia. بطلت فيي نام. اوكي عم بشتغل واوكي عم بدرس كثير، بس القلق هلكني. I was so anxious. صرت عد النقط بالغلو اللي كانوا داهنين فيه سطح الأوضة لقيته اغفى من صوت العالم السكرانة برا والخوف انه في 7 شباب معي بالشقة. Imagine what I did to sleep. حدا بيعرف البريتش system of the health system؟ حدا عاش بإنجلند؟ ما فيكم تشتروا دواء اوفر ذا كاونتر مثل هون كزاناكس و وات ايفر. دواء سالي ماما كانت لفت لي اياه هون مع كل الادويه قبل ما اسافر، وصرت اخذ الميكوسولفون شوتات. اوكي وعم وفر ليضاينوا معي لنوال. اوكي and then I grew solid and most like thick-skinned. Okay and I thought, you know, it's harsh, but this is what I want to do and I can do it. And this kept, a small voice kept in my heart and my mind. And my mom, who's a professor, never failed to stop telling me, ألف وحدة بتتمنى تكون محلك. It's a privilege, so you better make it. And I would cry even more for a few more minutes, and then her words would turn into a source of power. Little bit later, I was called on by the director of the program to say that I was awarded the Queen Award, an award that is given for people based on academic merit. I was very, very happy to call my dad, who was retiring من الجامعة اللبنانية, to tell him, Baba, ما عادش تبعت لي مصاري. I'm done. I got the award. And then my PhD journey went on. And the topic I was studying was something that was not only academic, but very personal to me. By the time we were in 2006. And I had shifted my work into anti-consumption and consumer boycotts, okay? It was at the time where people were boycotting in the Arab region, some people. They were boycotting American and Western products. And I was looking at what could companies do to counteract these movements? And I was working on consumer psychology, and the topic was very dear to me because it was touching me dearly. My country was being destroyed. Okay? I finished with distinction. I finished my PhD with distinction, and I came back to Lebanon the next day of 2006 war. I landed in a job at AUB. I have some faces from AUB that I did not see since. Okay. A lot of foreigners had left the country. Right? بالحرب هربوا فلوا لقوا لبنان ما بقى حلو والشمس ما بقى سخنة. And I found an opportunity to build the academic excellence of the country, or to help build this academic excellence. So I started working at AUB. And a bit later, I was recognized again by the British Academy, and I was given another grant to pursue my research abroad. So I left. Actually, I was paid. It was a research period paid by AUB, paid by the British Academy, and then paid as a consultancy project that I did for Halifax and Lloyds Banks, who were at the time merging in Spain under Gordon Brown, okay, under the recommendation of Gordon Brown. And here again, with my luggage getting bigger, I started wandering around Barcelona, Alicante, and Madrid. And now I had to learn another new language, but this one was not Chinese. It was closer to French. I mastered Spanish. And I did a lot of money in 1 year. And it was unbelievable. I was very young. I was just 27 at the time, 27 and a half. And at the time, I was making quite a lot of money because I was having a salary from different entities. I was even teaching as a visiting professor in Toulouse Business School. So I was having four salaries. And I thought الدنيا مش سيئتني. Okay? الدنيا مش سيئتني. بس احذروا. شو ممكن يصير؟ لا بعدني ما تجوزت. بعد. لا. موضة الماما. Okay? موضة كتير ماما. I had to come back. So I had to resign, let go the consultancy project, let go the visiting professor position, let go the BA grant, and come back by duty and by love, and stay next to my mom. Here the story started going south even more. Not south, but south in my life. So the choice of coming back to Lebanon was a very harsh one, an extremely harsh one, both professionally and financially, and it definitely shapes the next chapter of my life. It's okay, Lano, there are too many, we never expected them to me that. Imagine now a divorced woman, a single mom, divorced while pregnant, yet determined to continue, okay? And yet, nothing would stop me, right? Because now it was no longer a choice. I had to make it for my son. So I landed in LAU, my alma mater, and I kept pushing and pushing and pushing over 5 years to get my Catholic divorce and to get my promotion to associate professor position. And yes, I made it on time. But then it's not all sad. I met the person who would become my husband, the love of my life, my source of inspiration, and the force that me and my son Yusuf needed the most. He believed in me. He pushed me. He accepted all differences, and you know what it is to get married to someone from another religion, divorced, with a kid. And he believed in me and in my value system and in my vision. So he said that he will take the challenge with me this time, so I was no longer alone. We got married, we suffered. We had multiple miscarriages. We lost 5 babies at a row. I would call them baby because each embryo that you lose is a baby. So one after the other. We would cry a baby that was yet to become a baby in our life. And we pushed, and I kept going on. And the clock of my promotion did not stop. لأنه الشغل ما بيوقف. ما بيوقف ليقلها للوحدة خدي نفس. So كملت. I got promoted again to the rank of full professor of marketing at LAU. Now, interestingly, the School of Business at Adnan Kassar School of Business never had a female professor before. And I really hope this will pave the way to all the women out there trying hard to do it. This is not my achievement alone. This is the achievement that I owe to my parents, my husband, my son, and to every female around me who gave me support and told me, I know what you feel, I know how hard, how do you make it? Give me 2 more minutes to tell you why they invited me. Right? لأنه they did not know about all these details when they invited me. They only saw the last bit of it. Now, I have been the chairperson of the department for 7 years, associate professor for 3, co-chair for a year. So I've been there for 10, 11 years. It did not stop my research passion. Stamina, academic stamina, was still there, with over 40 academic papers in top-tier journals, with 30 publications, with a book, with 2,700 citations. I am today among the top 2 scientists of the world. I'm also the only female in the MENA region to be categorized in this Corpus Elsevier classification in the domain of marketing. So really, that's my story, but that's the story of everyone. Because those of you who are clapping, they see themselves in what I'm saying. They see that they have gone through a lot, that they have been striving and trying, and that they can make it. You can all make it. We can all make it if we hold our hands together, if we uplift each other, if we believe in the capacities of each other, and if we continue pushing through the help of NGOs, institutions like the LLWB, who is there to support us and to tell us, yes, we can make it. Yes, let's do it. Let's keep doing it, and let's be represented, not because we're female, but because we're competent creatures. We're people who are able to succeed. Thank you for listening to me, and sorry for the time.